welcome to Stillspeakpod. My last video was, I believe, last Wednesday. Today is Tuesday, and some of you may be wondering where I am because I have been doing videos since the end of August, consistently 3 to 5 days a week, more like 5 days a week. Some nights I do 2 or 3 videos, and then I just kind of went quiet. I mentioned in one of my last videos that this time of year is really busy for me. I have 3 young children, and we do a lot of Christmas events, and Christmas is at my house and whatnot. So there's a lot of preparing and organizing and decluttering and cleaning and prepping and wrapping and buying and events, etc. I was going to do a video Thursday night, but then I decided to watch an episode of Dexter rather than record, and I thought to myself that I would be, doing a video on Friday night, but then we decided to go to an event Friday night, and we went to that or we tried to go to that event, but we were stuck in traffic for hours. So instead of going to the event, we went on Saturday. And since then, Sunday, Monday, and today, I have been just nonstop doing all the things that I just said. Tomorrow night, I have a call scheduled with somebody I'm very close with that I only get to talk to once every 2 or 3 months because my life is so crazy busy. Thursday night, I am meeting with some friends for my kids to go see some lights. Obviously, Friday night is Christmas Eve. Then we have Christmas Day on Saturday. And on Saturday and Sunday, I will probably be spending all day putting together, toys and prepping it with batteries and cleaning up the disaster from all the unwrapping and unboxing. It's just a lot right now. It really is. And so, I kind of came to a halt. And I should have kind of just planned from this and said a couple of weeks ago that I most likely was not going to be around for, about 10 days when we got close to Christmas, just because it's just a lot. I am exhausted. And we haven't even gotten to the second half of this. My last few videos was about the Murdaghs, and I did those because they were easy for me to talk about because I already know most of the story. When I introduce a new story to you, that takes a lot of my time because I have to run around trying to find information and reading this post and that post and just trying to get as many facts as I possibly can, and then I have to compile it all and fact check it and make sure it's accurate, etc. And so I was like, all right, well, we'll just do a couple of videos on Murdaugh for now. So I have seen a lot of missing persons stories this week while I was busy. And I was saving them thinking I'll follow them, and if they're still missing within the next few days, I'll try to get a video out, putting their faces and name out there. Oh, we got a ding. And to my surprise, almost all the ones that I saved have been recently found, and rather quickly, within a day or 2. There's been several. I believe it was 3 or 4 of them, which was really shocking. It's also amazing because it's Christmas. And so they got resolved. Then I went to look at updates on some of the cases that we're still waiting on answers to. There's still nothing on Heidi Plank since they were, searching the landfill for her. There is nothing yet on Melissa Trumpy. They are still searching for her. In the story of Dwayne Selby and his mother, Glenda Parton, if you recall in that story, it was that Dwayne Selby and Jack Grimes went missing together, and then Glenda went to go find her son, and she went missing. They had found Jack Grimes's body, but they never found Dwayne or his mother, Glenda. They are still missing. It's been well over a month. There's no update at all. Since the update about Brian Laundrie from the Gabby Petito case, with his cause of death being suicide with a gunshot wound to the head, there has been nothing since then. We're still waiting on what was in his journal, for them to close the case and give us more information, but there's absolutely nothing at this time. A story that we covered recently about Kathleen Moore, I was kind of surprised how quickly that died down. It picked up a lot of pace, and then once she was found, it kind of went quiet. I was expecting her cause of death to be released within 2 to 3 days, and I haven't seen anything talking about her cause of death at all, or any information since he's been arrested or her body has been found. I am waiting on that, and I'm hoping we get some more information soon. Brian Bone, we have not heard any more information about that. To refresh your memory, he was the young man who went out in downtown Orlando in Florida on his 23rd birthday, and they found his body just a few days later in a lake nearby. And from what police said, it did sound like there was a confrontation of sorts prior to his death, but they didn't know at that time if it was connected in some way. We didn't get a cause of death on him either, and we have not seen any articles giving us more details that led to his death. I am still waiting and following that. Brandon Blancett, I had a very short video about him. He is still missing. And who else am I thinking of here? Oh, in the same video that I made about Brian Bone was about Vladik Hazel. He was also missing in Orlando. His birthday was yesterday. It was his 23rd birthday. I didn't even know that they shared that in common with Brian Bone. And he is unfortunately still missing. It has been over a month since anybody has heard from him, but there's really no other update than that. Alex Murdaugh, he's still a hot mess. That's not changing anytime soon. And with the holiday, I know a lot of the courts and whatnot are closed, so we probably won't be hearing much more about that until sometime next week. As far as the story that I started my channel about, the case of missing Summer Wells, there is absolutely no worthy update. But there's a hell of a lot of, excuse my language, I hope you don't have a child around, but a lot of bullshit updates involving her story. And I say that because it gets me so angry what her story has become. The amount of drama and BS and just lies and accusations and rumors and fighting absolutely repulses me. Now, I have my channel, okay? And I'm human, so I listen to other YouTube channels, right? And I've been in the true crime community for a very long time before I had my own channel. I'm still small, but I'm trying my best to get more subscribers. I don't really know how to get into the algorithm without gaining more subscribers, so I'm still trying to figure that out. But anyways, I don't get involved in the insane amount of drama that is in the true crime community. Do I listen to it? Yes, of course I do. Because when I'm cooking, cleaning, driving, etc., I need something, stupid to listen to. So I do that. And it's not my drama, so I don't care, right? At the same time, it actually makes me physically ill to listen to the drama surrounding the Summer Wells case. There's something about her specific case that drives me absolutely insane when I see these creators on YouTube just going at it over this little girl's case and completely losing all sight of what that case is about. Every case is unique, and every case is different from another, okay? And they all kind of take a life of their own. Gabby Petito's case definitely took on a life of its own, right? In Summer's case, in all the years that I have followed true crime, I have never seen such gross behavior amongst adults involving a missing 5-year-old. And that includes her parents, who I don't believe are guilty, but I don't think that they're, amazing people. So there's no update in that case. She is not found. No YouTuber on this platform is actually making progress towards finding her. It's just a lot of nonsense and nonsensical fighting and ridiculousness. And you can hear it in my tone. I get super, super aggravated when I see anything involving Summer Wells. I can't even listen to it anymore. I can listen to all the drama and nonsense about all these other cases and these people fighting with one another over, differing opinions and whatnot. For some reason, with her case, I think it's just been so much confusion, so much rumor, too many accusations, too many hands in the cookie jar, so to speak, that it has really, really become a total circus. And it's a shame, because she's 5 and she's still missing. Okay? Nobody has gotten closer to finding her. True crime used to be just discussion. I come here, we talk about a case. Let's take Murdaugh, for example. And then we talk about the facts of the case, our opinions. No, we don't always agree. We talk about topics that are involved in a story. For example, money laundering. So we'll talk all about money laundering. In other cases, we talk about abuse, because in that particular story, abuse was a topic, right? And then within the true crime community, you also had people who were referred to as web sleuths, the people who would actually actively try to solve a crime. Sometimes they are successful. I'm not going to lie. They absolutely are. And other times, no. Okay? No. They just make things worse. And I'm not talking about the actual group web sleuths. Okay? I actually like web sleuths. I'm talking about people in general who get involved in a true crime case and actually try to solve the case, or think they're going to solve the case. Over time, though, especially since YouTube true crime has grown, okay, it seems like everybody is just trying to get clicks. The most shocking, the most bombshells, the most rumors gets the most views. And then that causes jealousy and envy. But what they're really jealous and envy of is basically lies and rumors that the other channel is telling. So it's not really something you should be jealous and envious of. If you're on your channel and you're speaking facts and just trying to have a discussion, you shouldn't be envious that another channel is going for shock value by using lies to get clicks and views. But the money aspect of YouTube has caused this big issue, because people want to be monetized. They want to go live. They want super chats. And when money gets involved, well, you know what the saying is. Money is the root of all evil. And so then it became that everybody was trying to one-up another, okay? I watched this evolve. I've seen it with my own eyes, trying to one-up. And who can get this interview and who can get that interview. And, oh, well, I had this person on my channel and I had that person on my channel. And fighting over which family members they're going to talk to. And then it evolved again to now it's to the point that if you're a true crime person and you're trying to, gain attention and get known, you start getting heavily involved in these cases to the point that you're actually flying or driving to where these crimes are taking place. And then you turn around and say, well, I'm better than everybody else because I'm actually doing something. I'm not sitting on my computer and just talking about the case. I flew out here. When in reality, you're not really doing anything. You're not. You just flew there because you're nosy and you think that you're going to solve the case, not because you actually end up solving the case. So, yeah. So it's kind of evolved over time, and I'm not bashing any one particular. Trust me, there's many that I'm talking about here, so there's not one particular channel or person I'm speaking of. And so it's just become absolutely repulsive behavior. And people fighting with one another over who has the better content, who has more views or subscribers, who actually left their home and flew somewhere versus who stayed at home and just talked about the case. All of this is surrounding a 5-year-old little girl who's missing. I'm going to say that again. A 5-year-old girl who's missing. All these adults causing so much drama, and there's still a 5-year-old girl missing. So whether you talked about it at home or you flew out there, none of you are doing anything. Because the reality here is there isn't much the public can actually do. We are not privy to certain information. We don't have resources that police have. We don't have ways to get their cell phone records. We don't have ways to get their GPS. We don't have ways to search certain areas. We're very limited on what we can do. So unless you're a private detective and you can get access to these things, whether you're at home talking about the case or you're on location talking about the case, in reality, you're doing the exact same thing. The public is helpful in these cases when it comes to when somebody is missing by spreading their name, keeping the story alive, and spreading their face, keeping the facts at the forefront. Because the more you spread their name and spread their face and spread the story and the facts and keep it highlighted, the more people who will see it, which could lead to police solving it. Now, with Gabby Petito's case, right, her face and name was everywhere. And that resulted in somebody checking their video footage, seeing the van on the side of the road in Grand Teton National Park, which then led to the general area that Gabby Petito's deceased body was located. That was amazing. That was the power of the public. Did that family solve the case? No. Were they helpful in solving the case? Yes. Ultimately, it's the police who went there, did the search with all these other agencies, located her body, processed the crime scene, sent her off for an autopsy, and are going to be completing the investigation. So I'm not saying that the public can't help true crime cases. They can. Have you seen the docuseries on Netflix, the cat one? I forget the name of it. I know it had a Don't Fuck with Cats or something. I don't remember the name of it. But that was a whole bunch of true crime internet people who were involved in that. That's rare. That is absolutely rare. When you look at the sheer amount of cases that are out there on YouTube being discussed as far as true crime is concerned, that particular case was rare. That is not happening in every single case. And just because it happened in that case doesn't mean it's going to happen in every single case. So things have gotten really out of hand in the true crime community, and I actually really miss the discussions. You know, I used to go and listen to all types of people on panels discussing the case and the different topics, and there's so much to learn from them, like the discussions and whatnot. Anyway, that was a little mini rant, because when I think of Summer Wells, I immediately think of the amount of nonsense that has gone on in that case involving YouTube people and the public, and it just gets me really upset, because with the amount of videos about her, you would think that we were like one tiny step closer to finding this little girl, and that's not the case. Law enforcement says that everybody's still a person of interest and nothing's off the table, which sounds to me like they don't have a freaking clue what happened to her or who did something to her. They don't have any idea. They haven't even narrowed it down to if it was abduction, did she walk away, was it the parents, was it somebody else? Nothing. It sounds like they don't have a damn clue. So, yeah, sorry, I just get a little agitated when it comes to that. So yeah, no update in her case. And Christmas Day will be 6 months and 10 days that she is missing. And if she's not found today, Thursday, Friday, I missed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then she's not going to be around for Christmas. She's 5. Anyways, so I just want you to keep the families that have recently lost somebody in your thoughts, or have somebody missing still currently during this holiday while you're enjoying your family. So keep Kathleen Moore's family in your thoughts. Keep Melissa Trumpy's family, Heidi Plank, her son, he's only 11 and doesn't have his mom home for Christmas, and Brandon Blansett and Dwayne Selby and Glenda Parton's family, and Gabby Petito's family, and yes, even Brian Laundrie's family. They also lost a son in that tragic story. Keeslyn Roberts' family, Olivia Fowler's family, Angelina Marie Fela's family, Vladik Hazel's family, Brian Bones' family, and I know that nobody is really a fan of Summer's parents, but them as well, because if they are not involved in her disappearance, they don't have their daughter home for Christmas. In addition to that, her brothers do not have their sister home for Christmas. I may be forgetting somebody, but the last person I'm thinking of right now is Buster Murdaugh. Buster is in his mid-20s. This is his first Christmas since his mother and brother were murdered, and his dad is in jail. So in his immediate family of 4, he is the only one around. And this is his first Christmas without the other 3 members of his immediate family. Yes, I'm sure he will be with his extended family, but still, this is somebody who spent the last, 20-something years spending that holiday with those 3 people who are not around now. The other night, Saturday night, we were coming back from a Christmas event that we took a little drive to, and it was really late at night, and I was driving with the kids, and we were about, 4 miles from my home, and an ambulance came flying up behind me, so I had to pull over. Then I got back on the road. Then another one came, and I had to get back on the road. And then another one came, and I pulled over, and then I had to get back on the road. And as we're driving down this really long back road to avoid the insane amount of traffic on the highway, this was about 11:15 at night, I think. And I can see the flashing lights up ahead. There were so many lights. My one child actually asked me if they were Christmas lights because there were so many of them. And as I got closer, I obviously realized what was happening. And it appears that just minutes before we got to this intersection, there was a massive car accident. The cars were so tore up that I, in my head, thought that there was 4 cars involved. And it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I was convinced by the, shape that these cars were in that there was no way that anybody survived this car accident. So, long story short, the next day I saw in a news article that it was actually 3 cars. So that tells you that it was bad, because I thought I had counted 4 cars. So this tells me that one of those cars that I saw were tore in 2. Yeah. Really bad. 5 ambulances, 6 fire trucks, a helicopter. I don't even know how many police officers. It was awful. And I was wrong. Not everybody died. It's a miracle they didn't. But one woman did die. She was in her 70s. And it was a case of being in a rush because of the holiday season. And somebody T-boned her and her husband. And it was terrible to see. I'm relieved that we didn't actually witness it happening. We were literally minutes within seeing that. And I'm so glad that we didn't, for my kids' sake. I'm sharing that because I just want to remind you all that this is a very hectic time of year, right? People are going to Christmas parties and ugly sweater parties, and there's drinking involved, and dinners and gatherings. Everybody's running around trying to buy presents, and you can easily get caught up. Maybe you're texting with somebody that you're on the way to their house and you're not paying attention, and you got a million things going on at once. Trust me, I know. I am like the queen of multitasking this time of year. So just be careful. I mean, on this channel, we talk about true crime stories, and we talk a lot about tragedies, right? A lot of tragedy, and a lot of people who lose a loved one. And I just want to throw it out there that you don't need to be in a rush. Uber is an app. Put it on your freaking phone. I'm not telling you not to drink. Just be smart about it. I know you know these things, but sometimes we just need a reminder, and somebody out there maybe needs to hear what I'm saying right now. It's not worth your life, and it's not worth somebody else's life. And also remember that a lot of people on the road are going to be traveling as an entire family, going to events or to go visit with family. And some of those cars are going to have small children in them. They are all the time, but you know what I'm saying. You're going to see more families on the road traveling together. Other than that, I am headed to go do more wrapping. Oh, I'm so over wrapping. Oh my God. I actually saw a meme the other day that said that wrapping presents is laundry's, excuse my language, but laundry's asshole cousin. And I died because it's so freaking true. I'm so over it. The first few gifts, I was like, oh, yay, it's Christmas. And now I'm like, oh, God, another freaking box? I didn't even know I ordered this damn thing. So I don't think I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow. I may, but I most likely won't because I have a phone call with someone. We'll see. But if not, I just want to end this by wishing anybody who celebrates Christmas a very Merry Christmas, and enjoy your family, enjoy the food, yes, have a few drinks. Why not? It's the holiday. Just be smart about it. And we will meet up again on the channel, probably on Sunday night or Monday night. I did want to mention I'm at 488 subscribers. For some reason on the channel it shows 486, but in my I don't know what they're called. In the studio, I guess you would say, it's showing 488. And at 500 subscribers, I can finally get a community tab. And my goal was 500 by the end of the year, because that will be my 4-month mark of having the channel. So if you enjoy my videos, consider sharing them and help me out. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get up there because I just want to fall in the YouTube algorithm. I'm not set on getting monetized, because I know even when you have monetization, you don't really make a whole lot of money. I don't really care. I don't do this for the money. Obviously, I have 160 something videos, and in 3.5 months. And I haven't made a dime off of it, right? So I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm doing this because I actually enjoy doing this and because I want to help people who are missing. But I do want to get up in the algorithm, right? And I want to reach people who are sick of the drama and rumors and nonsense that happens in the YouTube crime community, and just wants a place where they could chit-chat and hang out and discuss the cases. So anyway, if you want to give me a Christmas gift, my Christmas gift would be for you to share it and for me to get more subscribers, because the more subscribers I have, the more we can help the people who are missing, because we can spread their faces and names more. And that is it. Merry, 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 Merry Christmas. I hope Santa is very good to your family. And until next time, I'll see you soon.